30 seconds to battle.
We should mention neither team doing particularly great so far in this tournament. I believe Liquid is winless in terms of series. They're 0-3, but 2 wins out of the actual games and 6 losses, where Secret hasn't played as much. They're 1-1 in series, 2-3 overall in games. So off to a bit of rough starts for 2 clearly tier 1 teams. Of course, Secret coming off a bunch of victories until recently. They were finally
the battle begins,
and then they took what was like a 2-week break, and now they're back, I guess.
Yeah.
Just can't get
Liquid won that tournament, and now they're 0-3. So that's just Europe for you right now. I think the teams are really close, and everybody can win against each other. So I think we should also remember, like, this patch, we're reaching a stage now with this patch where we've had it for a really long time. And that's usually where innovators can start taking series by coming up with something new, right? Like this Omni Knight 5, for example, can suddenly become a pick because the meta is so defined. Like, there's nothing picked from Liquid here that's out of the ordinary for them. Maybe a little bit, like the Caudle is not a meta favored pick, but it's a Liquid favored pick. So I don't think Secret should be surprised with any of the heroes they're playing against.
Alright, well, this mid lane, you kind of discussed that Boxy was going to be playing mid this time around. On that Void Spirit versus Nisha's Leshrac. Getting these splitters off already. How do you like this matchup overall?
I'd say it's Lesh favored. Lesh does very well against melee heroes. Void Spirit can of course try to dodge the split earths with Dissimulate, but you need to time it properly. It's still mana that you're expending, and Lesh will have the inherent advantage of always just being able to harass you with the Lightning Storm. So Boxy's still doing.
Look at the actual carries. Sven 15-0, Spectre 15-1. So they're being limited a bit, but they are essentially even. You have to think that would benefit the Sven overall in terms of how the game is going to be shaping up, considering you want to get online a little bit earlier. Does Secret.
We get the kick mid, but did not connect the Ether Remnant on Boxy. Still got a TP out of Puppey. Yeah, I think start doing it here at the 7-8 minute mark when Sven wants to transition to the triangle with Mask of Madness.
And Bounty Rune's about to spawn here. Yeah, Matu getting pressured off the lane quite a bit here in the bot, but like you said, it is a Sven after all, so once they start getting those stacks up, should be able to make a comeback. As top lane, we're going to have the Telekinesis into the Crush. Insania is able to get off a Blinding Light, but will likely just fall eventually. And it will go to Zai. So YapzOr for once not stealing a kill. Good to see. Although YapzOr with farm is a pretty
secure the mid tower, and now the push is going the other way. So effectively, you just killed a core for a support, you defended your tower, and now you're the one leading the charge with the siege creep mid. You have Glyph, and you have the Edict in 5 seconds. I think Liquid has to rotate the extra 1 or 2 heroes here. They're going to lose the tower. They might lose it anyway. Looks like they will respect the quad for rotation.
Zai slows perpetually. He's going to get some help in form of Puppey though. And Fade Bolt doing a little residual damage as well. Tower's not in deny range, but they do defend it for now. Is this more of an EU thing?
I think it's less common in general. I don't know if it has like a region on it. Mickey might like it this game because he has the Caudle to kind of bridge the gap early on.
Ignis Fatis onto 3. Looks like Nisha's going to take the brunt of the damage. It's taken out before he can even react. YapzOr trying to get off a good steal, but not able to really find a good one. 2 for 0. But Sven coming in the back line. Going to be hooked out with Corrosive Haze. Quakefoot destroyed, so it's a 2 for 2 as the chase continues. Zai, no bash available quite yet, so it looks like Boxy will be able to get out of dodge. So they find the Lesh instantly,
Dire's
but it
middle
ends up
tower
costing them
is under attack. Dire's middle
That's
tower
true. I mean,
has
that was going to go down
fallen.
regardless.
The storm
in the near
has
future.
spoken.
It was, but maybe...
I never pray to God anymore. I'd rather no one hurt me. Redemption, I have waited for you to come and drown all my sin. My knees are drenched in the blood I spilled just to get in. When I look around me, everything I had went up in flames. Everything I had went up in flames. My lonely way.
Top. Liquid was nearby. They smoked, but they didn't think he would be alone, so they just assumed he had a bunch of backup. But that was a 100% kill
Dire's
for them
bottom
if they
tower
knew.
is under attack.
Instead, they're going to go into the enemy jungle. Yasuo initiated on. Going to get hateful stuff and brought down very, very easily.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Blitz is going to connect from Nisha. There's the Haunt with that Radiance coming into tow. Puppey's going to be forced to use that guardian angel. Ignis Fastest is here to hold him in place. And the blinding lights back into place as well. So 2 for nothing. It's a 3v5, but it looks like Secret wants to continue to fight. BKB still available for Matu. Choosing not to use it. Might have to try and live. And yep, we'll pop it to left mid, but then might go down here. A little bit of miscommunication there, but Nisha able to get off that Yules to save Matu's life. So 2 BKB usages for, it feels like nothing right now. Matu.
And just a great initiation from Liquid. I think this item combination is just so powerful. When you have one Atos, one Orchid, you catch one guy, you silence the other, and you just collapse. Boxing might be in trouble here. He has one more
Another
step.
astral step. Just
Stolen.
Oh boy, yeah. So that's a solid steal. No doubt about it. Assimilate out. The high ground here. Looks like Liquid does not want to fight a loose spot yet. Boxy. Dissimilate in 2 seconds. Astral step in 5. But if this one connects, he is done so. So they do find 8 kills. Honestly, if I'm being like passing up on the Diabolic Edict feels really bad. Feels like that's really good. And Matu has the double damage. They should know this, but they're going to initiate anyway. Lotus Orb basically destroying that completely. But he's going to apply all his pressure to Mickey right now. Pops that Blade Mail in the meantime. Omni Knight, Puppey, still silenced. GA is available. He can get it off. He does do so. Likely fall shortly after. Standing to take out the Earth Spirit. Zai buys back into the game. Did not buy his Blink out. It actually puts him back quite far. Zai focus on Mickey. Nice massive dodge. Just because it's better, generally.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Also, again, I think it's game specific. Like, you look at the game, does this feel like a game where it's game changing that you get slows off? I don't think it matters that much. You have so many stuns. Sven with a 7-second cooldown, Slardar to stay on top of people. Leshrac himself with Yule and move speed.
The Haunt to start things out. Zion's going to completely destroy Tiger with the help of Matu. Out of the gates. Oh my god. Are you serious? Leonel is out, so Matu has to be a little careful inside the Ignis Fastest as well. So the BKB activated for himself. Trying to kite around as much as possible. Nisha still with that 10-second BKB. Destroying the Spectre. It looks like no buyback for him. So Liquid starting to drop like flies despite the buyback. Continuing to just one-shot people from afar as GG's come out to game 1 to Secret. Very
That was something they were struggling with in
30
the previous
seconds to
game.
battle.
Even though they came out of the lane swinging with the Viper, they couldn't really convert it into objectives. In this game, you've got Chen creeps, you've got a Drow strategy, you've got Timber to take a tower. So I think Secret will be playing a little bit more defensive here and try to hold. I'll give Secret or Liquid a much better chance in this game than the previous one. That's for sure.
Well, you still didn't answer the question. Do you favor them? You said much better chance. You didn't give them any chance last game, Cinder.
See Puppy go 4-0-4 and if that's the case, you can't really pressure Timber anymore. But as long as Matu is farming, you're not actually too mad at it, I think. That's good enough.
Beautiful sidestep from Yapzor. Did take heavy damage, but able to salve up very shortly after. Still level 1 right now. Standing on the Chen. So this top lane is the one that we haven't mentioned yet. It's kind of a pseudo tri lane, if you want to call it that, with obviously Insanity going in and out of the jungle, versus this Underlord Lina. Do you like this lane for Drow? Should she be able to get relative decent farm?
Oh, good roll.
Yep, rolls on in, but
yeah, I mean, it's obviously you're 3v2, right? If your Drow is not getting good farm, you're really unhappy here. So it's fine. The problem for Liquid, I think, here is that if they don't tri lane like this, then now they're heading mid with Timber. Love seeing this. Keep up the pressure. Look to take away space. Not only are we touching their tower, but Timber's also Dragon Knight, but Zai will die. Pretty
3 members
big
of
commitment
Liquid
as
there.
expected, but yeah, you just look at the value of Timber being here. It's like it's doing so much for the game that Boxy can sit here relatively safely and push this mid tower. And he's just not able to put the pressure he wants. He's actually going to get here.
Damage onto Starfear though. Underlord with the Pit of Malice as well. Boxy feels unkillable at this point in time. LSA connects as well as Puppy might be sacrificing himself, but Tether is online. Insania gets Laguna Blitz despite only having 100 HP. The trade will be Puppy, and Boxy continuing his rampage. A nice Centaur stomp onto Yapzor. Matu has joined the fray, not able to finish this defusal as of yet, but he's relatively close. Double kill for Boxy, a 3-for-1 overall, and the tier 1 tower will fall
Radiant's
as well.
middle tower is under attack. Oh, cover
They're
your
going to continue
eyes.
on.
Dire's bottom
Matu has
tower
to
is
doppelgang.
taking a drubbing.
Not sure if they have enough damage to actually take him out, but the Centaurs are posing a little bit of a threat here as DK form pops again, but Taiga ends up dodging the breathe fire.
The radiant structures are being fortified.
Underlord uses that Dark Rift. Mickey trying to ward off this Dragon Tail, which is soon to fall here. But the Gust, actually the sun comes out first. The Underlord with the Pit of Malice. Mickey is at half HP, getting even lower, getting chased by the illusions. Matu is going to try to dive here. Continue on. Another lance to follow, and looks like that will be enough damage to take him out, but it will be a trade for the Dragon Knight. Now Matu left all alone as Puppy has died. Centaur Stomp is there quite good.
Dire's middle
Very little
tower
mana to
is
speak
under
of. This is
attack.
3v1. Matu taking advantage of that Phantom Rush.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No doppelganger.
Really wanted the Drow kill. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, definitely nothing in the tier 2. Tier 3, probably nothing. I'd have to look at the list. I mean, right now he's holding the Vambrace in his backpack. He just gave it up, it looks like.
Yeah, I'll give it to someone else. Should mention, of course, with this Aegis, Liquid might try to take it flat out tempo.
Stolen. This would be a huge kill. Jumps on the backside. Nice use to counteract that Orchid. Zai attempting to get everybody out of dodge with his Dark Rift will be successful. But again, that's another DK form used. Does have the, is that a 10? Yeah, still 10-second BKB preserved for Nisha.
He just got it. Total tragedy, because you still have your Aegis to make the next play if you get ready in time.
Yeah. Dragon Tail now completely out of mana. Like comes in with the help of Puppy, and they finally get the kill on Boxy. Matu gets a triple kill to finish his Manta style, but still about 700 away from doing so for that ultimate orb.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Links in LSA is available. We'll expend it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thanks to the help of that trusty clumsy net. In the meantime, Chen dies on the backside, so this turns into a 5v3 as Dark Rift surprisingly used. Really wasn't any danger, cancels it.
JK lol.
JK lol indeed. Nisha jumps in with this Dragon Tail Yapzor with the LSA. Do they have enough damage to take him out? It looks like they do. The Pit of Malice used for extra effect as well as this tier 2 tower will likely take it.
Quick has to play a little bit cautious about that. Oh, he's going to get caught off. Finding him everywhere.
LSA, Laguna Blade, Pit of Malice, clumsy net, not even needed this time around as Koikfa takes a tumble. A huge kill for Secret as the game looks to be swinging neither of the pronunciations. Well, remember, in Dota, it doesn't matter how things are pronounced because technically Aegis is Aegis. So Icebark himself was against that idea. Using the still Earth Spirit. He was so tanky before, but no longer. With all these items coming out from Secret, just gets decimated.
Scotty and Basher on the PL. What are you gonna do? Like, how do you solve this problem right now?
Manta's going to take off the Gust from afar, though. Nisha still has the Dragon form available. Koikfa pops the BKB in the midst of the Malice.
If he gets bashed here,
Essence Spring is there. Koikfa looks like he'll be healthy. Half HP now. This cost a dieback, though.
totally on his own. Nobody could follow through there. Taiga just rolling in. And this is what happens in some Earth Spirit games. Like, if
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He needs to be a lot more patient and wait out the fight.
Sometimes I find myself saying, for no reason at all,
really provide
Dire's middle tower is fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are just magnificently fortified.
It's hard to be Earth Spirit. It feels like you have like 3 jobs and you can't really do any of them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just running at 1 core after the next time.
Dire's middle tower is fallen.
This game is looking...
backdoor.
While we're on the subject, Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Shenanigans. Boxy, though, he's going to be found out. Yapso with the Yule into LSA. Nisha, Dragon Tail to follow. They don't really have that much damage yet because Matu is not in the vicinity right now. Underlord, Zai will live through the engagement, but there is Matu in the enemy base as expected, just forcing them out. All the pressure is being applied to Mickey, and there's absolutely nothing they can do seemingly. We'll find the kill basically on the doorstep of the fountain. Shen getting bashed up, will be brought down. Mickey forced to buy back. A lot of damage now to Matu. This is actually a done. No Aegis in tow. So he's going to pay the ultimate price there, and still no racks to follow. So this could be a good comeback mechanic for Liquid if they're able to find more kills off the top of it. How much are you worried about like losing a fight unexpectedly and then getting racks taken against you?
I think you buy it just because of the opportunity cost, right? Like, there's just so much. Yeah, you could lose the fight because you don't have buyback, but realistically, this Abyssal will win you the game. So,
So we're going to see some crazy electric vortexes coming in.
a little bit of Mindbreaker action onto Boxy there. Holds his BKB though, keeps it cool. Let's see if Matu does buy it. I think he has the gold for it now, roughly. Yeah, he does. No, not quite yet. He bought the recipe though, so that's the commitment there. Ninja gear.
All right, tier 4 items, Cinderin. Sorry to interrupt you, but this is more important. All right, we got a cape.
Will Timber get another item?
If he gets, wait, did they get Spell Prism or was the other team?
Non-secret.
All right, if Liquid gets Spell Prism and he doesn't drop it for that, like there's no way, right? Does Storm take Spell Prism?
Probably give the Spell Prism to Storm, I would imagine.
Okay. Boxy will be very sad about that.
Here's the Roche. Alright, Liquid have to fight this. I don't think you can get this Aegis away. Matsu with Abyssal Aegis is going to be too much.
Bloodthorn makes this complete. One zip on in, gets out the electric vortex with that Aghanim Scepter. Not able to pull him out of the pit though. Boxy pops that BKB, just going to stick his fat, juicy BKB self in the pit, but the Roche is still relatively decent HP, so they're not worried about the steal. And the jump in onto the Earth Speed, as they've seen so many times before. The heal coming from Chen, keeping him alive just a little bit longer. Phantom Lancer's not going to be the focus from Team Liquid. It's a 5v4 and Secret's advantage right now, though. Starfield going back and forth. Very little mana to speak of now. Electric Vortex out for another 5 seconds. The Gust comes out, and now the retreat for Liquid, but the damage being done to Starfield looks to be irrevocable. That is 95 seconds on the deck. Timbersaw to follow. No buybacks to speak of, so a free Roche, free racks, whatever the hell Secret wants.
You know, Matu wants, let's get back in that fountain as fast as possible and find that Val. So,
hey, he can ninja gear in the fountain when everyone's dead. again,
They said I was
I
cheesy.
feel like I'm almost watching a replay of the last 3 fights, right? It's Earth Spirit getting jumped by Dragon Knight. They collapse. They try to kill PL. They fail because he has Manta Doppelganger and an IO healing him up with
Dyer's
the
poor
tether
top
into
tower.
Holy Locket.
Can its
And
end be drawing nigh?
that's it. Like, if they
Dyer's
don't kill PL
structures
there
are
in that burst,
fortified.
they will get outlasted in the fight.
Dyer's
Storm ran
top
out of
tower
juice for the
is
second
under
time. I
attack.
think he jumped over the pit, pulled them all, got teleported back to base,
Party
and
up,
Chen Sung
bucko.
with Fever,
Dyer's
and
top
still
tower has fallen.
just
Dyer's
wasn't
top
enough. They
barracks
don't
are
have the
under
damage
Dyer's
anymore.
top barracks have fallen. This is probably going to spoil your day, but Dyer's top barracks have
If
fallen.
not the game, Nisha.
Dyer's middle barracks are Dyer's middle barracks have fallen.
Will have a second ult to work with. Doesn't have to worry about
Way for future disaster.
every DK
Dyer's middle barracks
here.
have
So they get the
fallen.
second rack, and now they're just going for the on the footstep of his fountain again. They is just destroyed. The Bloodthorn, extra damage coming out, just way too much to handle. Doing the Whip in place.
What?
If you want to call it
There's
that.
something about
As this
Dyer's
would be a
ancient that just
2-0